absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
A play fake to Michelle. Now Newton
out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Escaping the pressure right. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Here's Newton. Flush to his right. Lets it go for Nelson. This is caught inside the 15. Here we go.
So the shoulder for Cam Newton apparently not really an issue as he reached back and uncorked a big one there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Throwing again is Newton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And they get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. For the first time with Sony Michel. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He may try. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cam Newton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Seahawks nothing.
You can do better than this. What is this? Oh, man.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there. That's For sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 36.
2nd and 11 now.
Here's Wilson to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
Wilson's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10
at their own 13.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Bird. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
A shotgun snap for Newton.
18-yard line.
Throw caught here by Bird. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 32 on the play.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
His own 49.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. Pass complete to Bird out right here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. From the gun, they run with Michelle. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Newton. On the left side, a catch by White. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice gain of 21 yards. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. After the run, Newton going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds. And now 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Justin Rohrwasser now for the Patriot field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chipping.
Rohrwasser's kick is good.
And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
Lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The tackle made at the
For Pete Carroll, by the way, his ties to the Patriots go deeper than that heartbreaking loss in Super Bowl 49. He was actually the Patriots head coach for 3 years. Some people forget that, 97, 98, and 99. And he had some degree of success as they went 27 and 21 in those 3 seasons.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Draw play. This is Carson. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there and a 1st down. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Carson. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's fourth down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 17.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down, Michelle. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Throwing on third down, Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demir Bird, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Wilson. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they will run it with Michel, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, the first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Play action. It's Newton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Newton on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. stepping up, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cam Newton. As the first half is winding down, and the Patriots add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Patriots 31, Seahawks 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Wilson. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On first down, Wilson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Greg Olsen was a big-time pickup for the Seattle Seahawks in the offseason. Spent the last 9 seasons with Carolina as an all-pro, Pro Bowl tight end, and did the same thing before that with the Chicago Bears. Now he moves to the Northwest and gives Russell Wilson a big-time target in the middle of the field.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. That's going to set him back 5 yards. They go play action now. Wilson. That's going to be caught.
Those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
To throw again is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On 1st and 10, Bird. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
20. On the ground is Michelle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A play fake to Michelle, now Newton.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Dalton Keene
with his first career NFL touchdown. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Rohrwasser on for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Seahawks 3.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Throwing is Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Second down and 8.
The backup Stidham, his first throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Patriots.
To throw is Stidham. That's out to his running back, Michel. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Stidham. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Dalton Keene with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots continue to roll.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now it's Carson. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 58 yards. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back.
Well, CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, He's not going to tip his cap to it. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. From the gun, it's Stidham. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On second down, Michel. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
On the pickup. Second and 6 at the 20.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. And it's Michel once again. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Sony Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
Now they'll throw it with Stidham. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Devin Asiasi.
His first NFL reception goes for 6 as his guys continue to pour it on. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Patriots 52, Seahawks 15.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Philip Dorsett catching the pass there against his former team. Played 3 years with the Patriots after 2 in Indianapolis. And was a member of the team that won Super Bowl 53, you might remember. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check back 21, Mike 21, check back 21. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Throwing again here, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception.
No,
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Wilson's pass intercepted by the
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And they're going to try to get some clock from Michel. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Stidham from the shotgun. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll run on first down. Michelle. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Again, it's Michelle.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football. And what a nice gain on that play.
First down. Michelle. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That good for 22 and a first down.
First down, Patriots.
This is Dan Metallic, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not a lot of headway on that carry, but when you're dealing with a defensive line that can cover up your center, sometimes you got to think about getting out of that play. Not going to be a lot of space when that happens.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
54, Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Stidham will hand here to Michelle, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass,